So actually, I see a lot of founders, HR, CXOs, and everybody messaging the people on DM. They have a LinkedIn Premium. They message
Right.
people. These are basically cold calls
Correct.
or cold emails or cold messages.
Right.
So, do you think that's a good way to do it?
No,
What is the right?
I would say a lot of people,
Yeah.
I've also observed that, and a lot of people do it in a way.
Mhm.
It's a spam. You need to understand there's a difference between marketing and spam. I can't just say, buy a database of, let's say, WhatsApp numbers, and I can just keep bombarding. Hi,
Mm.
I'm so and so, founder of Topics of Media. Do you want?
Nobody cares.
Nice, right?
Yeah.
It's a very, it's a spam. Either.
Yeah.
Why it is a spam? Why do I call it spam? Because you don't know me.
Yes. Yes.
You don't know me, and how do you expect me uh, to, read your pitch?
Yeah. They say, "Hey Sanket, how are you doing?" I ask, who are you?" So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that happens. Yeah.
So I suggest that you need to start with an icebreaker.
Mm, mm.
So I generally try to relate it with the offline conversation. Let's say you're in an event, or let's say you're meeting a founder,
Mm,
right? How will you greet or meet the founder for the first time?
mm,
You're not going to say that, hi, Sanket,
mm.
nice to meet you. I'm the founder of Topics of Media. We have a package. Would you like to join a demo?
Yeah,
I'll not do that.
yeah, yeah.
Right? I'll say, hi, Sanket.
Mm.
There is something common I'd like to find. What is an icebreaker?
Yeah, yeah.
Hi, Sanket. I think you're into entrepreneurship. Oh, that's great.
Or I heard something about you somewhere. I
100%.
used your product.
Yeah,
Something
or
kind of that.
bare bones, if you can find a reference. That I see you're connected with Pooja. You're
Yeah,
connected with Parak sir, right?
yeah,
It's great to connect,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
And then probably you take your conversation very subtle way
yeah,
there,
yeah.
and then you might in the second or third conversation, you say that, you know what, we are building something like this. Would you be interested in checking this out?
Yes.
So we have a five step follow up
Mhm.
for this. We build it, and it's very easy to build.
Mm,
You just have to experiment a bit. So it's a 5 step thing that we've built,
mm.
and after a certain time, we don't.
Would you like to elaborate on the 5 steps?
So the first is, of course, the icebreaker, right?
Mm-hmm.
First is the connection request, right?
Right.
You personalize your note while sending a connection request, and of course, this connection request is also not random.
Right.
It's a very well researched target audience. Most of the time, because we work with founders, they are there in the market. Uh, Ideally, we first prefer that uh, the founder that we are trying to, or the connection request that we are trying to send to the target audience, they should be at aware. Certain level of awareness is there already,
Mm-hmm.
right? Uh, so one is that connection request. Post connection request as a icebreaker,
Right.
right? You say a basic introduction and say hi, and try to build a conversation around that,
Mm-hmm.
right? Then in the second follow up, we try to probe. We need to probe, right? Because your product or service is a solution that you're offered. It's not an impulse buying product that, do you want t-shirt, do you want t-shirt, it's only for 500 rupees. It's not a B2C product, right? It's a solution. B2B is a solution. It's a solution driven approach. So you probe. You need to probe with the right questions,
Right. Yeah.
right? So I might add that after icebreaker that, it's glad to be connected. I know that you're into entrepreneurship. I've been associated with Midas in Pune as well. It's been so and so years. Looking forward, and then let's say you revert that. How thanks. It's a great pleasure to connect with you as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then I start proving that, you know what, that. So what are you working on currently?
Yeah.
Are you building in some? So for my case, it's B2B. So I see that you're building something cool around this particular stuff. Let's say you're building a software around AI software for, let's say, real estate companies, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I probe about that. So then you keep talking about it. "Oh, that's a great product. I'd like to explore that product first." And then I try multiple things, right? I probably introduce my service, or I talk about, this is what we do generally. And we've also worked with a lot of people similar to you, or we've helped them, and we've
Right.
grown, and there's a proof of work,
Mm.
right? That is very, very important.
Mhm.
I think that has worked for us very, very well. That's why the referral without any push marketing, we've got 8 clients. Other than that, so then you move forward from there to fixing an appointment and then close it from there, rather than in the
Right.
first. So what they hire an intern, I've generally seen uh, these startups, they hire an intern and they say that this is a database and start bombarding them.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? That's not marketing. I also told my client, this is not my job. I mean, sales is different from marketing, right? My major job is, and leads are a byproduct of what we do. It's not that we're going to spam or assure you that, hey, organically we're going to get you. At least right now we are working in that model.
Right.
That first you get a 10K audience, build a nice audience. Then we can start converting after a certain connections that you've built.
10K followers for the founder. Yes.
Yeah. We need to have at least 1,000 to 2,000, 1,000 to 1,500 people in your network before you start pitching directly, randomly, right? Build some level of authority in the platform,
Right.
that your audience is aware about you, and that is through content.